To my incomprehensible dismay, we are here again. And a trilogy is now completed when it comes to horse content. If I have to call it that, it was not even a week ago was I sitting in this exact same seat, and I believe I was wearing the exact same thing. And we were talking about a man, we're gonna call him John Doe because apparently he was framed, getting rear-sided by a horse. We talked about Mr. Hands, which happened plenty of years ago, who apparently was a hobbyist of horses. And now we got a woman who has decided to throw her hat in the mix to say, no, I'm the queen of the horses. I am seldom at a loss of words. Genuinely. I'm not understanding what this trend is to grab horses and do these type of things, but in my brain, if you're an animal, you go in one or two categories. You go into the pet or you go into the eat category. Horses, you go into the pet category. Dogs, you go into the pet category. Pigs, you eat them. Cats, got them. You eat them. I don't like cats. You just kill cats. I don't like them. I eat cats. But my point is, you go into one of those two categories. That's it. But there's these extra categories people keep on making. And now we're sitting here at DEFCON 1 of pony penis. And it's really just drilling into my head of how we can no longer function as a society with other animals. I'm going to tell you what keeps happening. I said I would never open up Twitter again. I said I wouldn't do it. Me being the fool, like a battered housewife, I came running back. I came running back like a battered housewife. And I opened up Twitter. And to the surprise of my retinas, drama alert. Front page. What was drama alert saying? Don't look up the new horse video, guys. Just like last time. And when they said don't look up the horse video, the frog video, the fish video, and the other, apparently there was a gorilla video. I don't even want to know what goes on in that one. But everybody else in the comment section was like, another horse video? What horse video? What horse video? Is it that horse video? Is it this horse video? What horse video? And there was one soulless heathen in this comment section who just sat there, the king of the degenerates, on his throne with his little crown, dressed up in his little Pinkie Pie shirt, sitting there, clapping? Is that what you call it? Clapping? He was clapping, and he held it up. Your Majesty, your horse video is ready. This is what you're looking for, people. And threw it right to the crowd. No discussion like last time. Last time there were discussions. Last time there was talking. All talking was done. This guy, he showed up. And if you think him sharing this video is the bad part, I got something even better. The people were calling him the MVP. The MVP, the most valuable player, for sharing this video. And now, don't get me wrong, this video is nowhere near as bad. It is nowhere near as bad. Those other two videos were like headshots. This video is a flesh wound. But it's still horrible. So pretty much, let me give you some context. Remember back in the day, you had Jackass and you had Wild Boys and you had a guy named Steve-O, I think we all know him, who grabbed an elephant's penis and smacked himself in the face with it. That's what he called a Lombardi slap. Now you have a woman who reenacts this with the horse. She grabs the horse's dingle-a-danga and take that shit with you. Saw on eBay for like $13.99. Dude, that smelled like shit, yo. I had some Fritos, the chili cheese ones. Them fucking disgusting. They taste horrible and they smell horrible. But anyway, that's not my point. Smurf cup. There was nothing in there. Fuck. Alright, check it out. So she grabs it and she starts smacking herself in the way. Like she just knocks herself left and right with this horse danga. And then she starts trying to talk into it like it's a microphone. And she's smacking herself in the head like, is this thing on? Is this thing on? And she does this for about 10 to 13 seconds. Okay. That's about a bad video. While her friend records herself doing this. Her friend records her doing this. And there's guys in the background walking by like, look at Sandra. Crazy girl. I saw last week in the news that we're gonna have some like blackout for a couple of months. No internet, no nothing, because some solar flares are gonna knock everything out. It's gonna be nothing. I think we need that. I think we need that. As a matter of fact, if it ends up wiping out the population, I think as humans we've overdue our stay. It's not even the fact that she did that. Don't get me wrong. It is nowhere near as bad as the other videos. But the fact that that was such a regular thing in that work environment, that people saw what was happening and didn't say a word, tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know about the behavior that happens inside that facility. Or maybe farm or pasture, whatever that place was. You now have an idea of what goes on over there and what is considered acceptable behavior. Again, why can't we have a knock-knock joke? Why do we have why do we got to do that? Why is that? Between shit like that going down and no one saying a word, between someone recording it, between people giggling about it, between the fact that it's such a hot topic that Drama Alert has to talk about it, between people asking for it, between people providing it, between the king of degeneracy sitting there handing it out like it's muffins on a fucking bakery sale, between all of that lies the innocents, the casualties, the horses, man. I'm not sitting here trying to make some fucking PETA commercial. Not at all. Nah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't give a rat's ass about a horse. Don't really care. Never liked them. Never even pet one. I don't think so. But I think we should all follow me in the fact that if you have no business around them, leave them the fuck alone. That's the way I follow. Leave them alone. I have no business being near a horse, so I just leave them alone. That's it. I don't want to end up like that guy who was playing Superman. Remember, he fell off a horse and broke his neck and he was in a wheelchair? And Eminem just like released like 30 different diss tracks against him. I don't know what that was for. But for like 10 years straight, he just kept making fun of him. But that's not my point. My point is, man, horse lives matter, man. Just leave horses alone. Fuck, I shouldn't. All right, now I made myself giggle. But just leave horses alone, people. That's it. There's nothing else to be said, guys. That's the end of the video, man. Like, favorite, share. Most importantly, don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'm your boy, Cold Raven. Check out my Patreon below. I just uploaded something new there that was going to go up this weekend, but probably won't now because of this video. Early access content, exclusive content on my Patreon. Helps me out a shit ton. Keeps me making videos. Comment down below if you still use Twitter. I think I've learned my lesson now. I think I've learned my lesson. Last time I said I learned my lesson, then I said maybe I didn't because I didn't experience it. I wasn't thrown inside the heat. Now I got burned. Sorry. That's it. Peace. Son of a bitch.